Okay, good morning again, everybody. My name is Reverend Candace Shibata. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. A little bit cloudy here in Stockton, but it's always so nice to be able to enjoy the fresh air. And of course, I'm here at the temple, so it's lovely for me to be able to be here so that you can see the temple as well. I kind of rearranged a little bit, brought myself a little bit more forward so that you could see the Onaijin or altar a little bit more clearly. I'm sure many of you miss coming to the temple, so it's always nice to be able to see our beautiful Onaijin or altar here this morning. Okay, so I'd like to share my screen so that everybody can fully participate in today's service. And we just observed our Ohigan, our spring equinox service. And so, it's a nice opportunity to kind of concentrate on the spring and on the equinox and all of that good stuff. There we go. Definitely with the changing of the weather, I think we might be suffering from allergies. I know that I am. So I apologize if I have a little bit of a coughing fit, but definitely just allergies, I know for sure. Okay, so we're going to continue on with the kancho, or the tolling of the bell. And remember, this really is a signal for us to be able to be here in the present moment. So I know that there's a lot to do on a regular daily basis with maybe for the children, schoolwork and going to school and coming home and doing more schoolwork. Even for us adults, we have a lot of things that we could be doing right now too, maybe laundry and cooking breakfast and all of these different things. But I think what we can concentrate on, especially during the kancho, is this mindfulness of being in the present moment. And so I invite you to sit during the kancho, sit quietly and be present with each and every one of us that are here on Zoom and of course on YouTube as well. Okay, so let's listen to the tolling of the bell. Okay, let's continue on with our opening meditation prepared by Mrs. Darlene Bagshaw. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you, Darlene, for your beautiful slideshow. I think it happens quite a few times that you and I seem to be on the same page in regards to maybe pictures or themes or even maybe things that I mentioned, not knowing what you have in your opening meditation. And so it really is a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to connect in that way. And there's definitely a theme in mind considering it's the spring. So thank you so much, Darlene, always for preparing your beautiful slideshows. And congratulations to I believe it's Nicole, right? Nicole Doi for being part of the Stephanie Doi, excuse me. Stephanie Doi for being part of the Cherry Blossom Court. So that'll be wonderful. She's representing all of us in Stockton. Okay, so we'll continue on with the sutra chanting. And please join me in chanting Jusege, 3 sacred vows. And as I always mention, really, this is our opportunity to be together. So even though I may not be able to hear you here in the temple, knowing that you're chanting along with me really warms my heart so that we can all be one together in this sutra chanting and show our deep appreciation for the teachings as well. Okay, please join me in the chanting of Jusege. Gagon chosegan ishimu jodo shigan fumanzok seifu joshogak gao muryoko Shu Fusai Shobingu Seifu Joshogak Gashi Jobutsudo Myosho Chojipo Kukyo Mishomon Seifu Joshogak Ryokuji Shonen Joei Shubongyo Shikumu Jodo Isho Tenishi Jiniki and Aiko Fushomu Saido Shoujo Sankumyo Gosai Shuyakunan Kaichi again Meshi Komoan Heisoku Shoakudo Tsudatsuze Shumon Kosojo Manzok Iyodo Jipo Nichigatsu Shujuki Tengon Pugen Ishu Kaihozo Kosei Kudoku Jodai Shuju Seppo Shishiku Kuyoi Saibut Gutsoku Shutokuon Kane Shitsujoman Tokui Sangayo Nyobutsu Mugechi Tsudatsumi 小感覚エリ都市最小村志賀にゃこか大勢の官の国書店にとうちみょけなまなぶなまなぶなまなぶなまなぶなまなぶなまなぶかにしくどく平等性一切とも大心おじょあんだこなまんだうつなまんだうつなまんだうつなまんだうつなまんだうつなまんだうつなまんだうつ。Okay, we will continue on with the reading of the Golden Chain, and this will be led by Dharma School student Marin Uemura. Is Marin on today?
Marin, you're still muted, so we can't hear you.
I am a link in Amita's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amita's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace.
Namu Amida-butsu. Namu Amida-butsu. Namu Amida-butsu. Namandouts, 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 namandouts. Thanks so much, Marin. Okay, so I'll continue with my Dharma message for today. And I was thinking about our following service. So the Buddhist Women's Association, they'll be having a Dana Day service. And Dana, as we know, is one of the 6 paramita, and Dana means selfless giving. And what ways do we give of ourselves? And really, to be able to give without expecting in return. And this is what true Dana is. And many of you can think about some of the things that you have done here at the temple in regards to your selfless giving. Such as we have volunteers who come on a regular basis to clean the inside and also keep the outside of the temple, the grounds, very beautiful. Many people come to do the cleaning of the altar when the temple is open. We have volunteers who assist with the putting together of the karma and our mailing and so many different things, seen and unseen. People that we they just do things, and they're kind of just working in the background, not really expecting any thanks of appreciation, but of course we truly appreciate them, because of course the temple is built on volunteers, and we survive on volunteers. And for each and every one of you who support by sending in your contributions, that's Dana as well. And so of course we aren't able to be here without your help and support and assistance. And so there was another act of giving that actually Jeff Wilson, Dr. Jeff Wilson, was talking about in his book. And I'm trying to bring more awareness to our book club study class for those of you that might be kind of curious or wondering what this book is about. And so I have been sharing quite a few messages from Jeff Wilson's book, Buddhism of the Heart, because I believe that it is, in some sense, easy reading. Maybe the concepts become very deep in meaning, but it's easy to read, especially since maybe some of the chapters are only 1 or 2 pages, sometimes 3 or 4 at most. And so there was something that I came across earlier on in Dr. Wilson's book, and this is about offering incense. So many of you might miss being able to come to the temple to offer incense. And I just wanted to briefly talk about this act of offering incense. So incense during the time of the Buddha, I think I probably mentioned this before, that before the disciples and followers of Shakyamuni Buddha would go to see him, they would burn incense. And so early on, it was associated with cleanliness and becoming of one scent because of this beautiful smell of incense. So now there's a lot of symbolism behind incense, and being able to actually see the sticks of incense burn away is truly symbolic of impermanence, but also represents this breath of life that we also have when we get to see the incense come from the incense burner, this breath that we all are able to have. So kind of has 2 meanings, right? This breath of life, but also this impermanence of life as well. And early on in the pandemic, it was something that we were unsure of in regards to the virus being transmitted through incense burning and how it kind of floats amongst the pews and of the Sangha members who are in attendance. So we've taken that out. However, we learning that it's okay to burn incense, and we've been doing that in some of my off-site services that I've been conducting. And for many family members whose funerals I have been conducting, it's been a sense of nostalgia and a way in which they want to honor their loved one by being able to burn incense and place their hands together. So we can think of burning incense as a ritual as well. So I don't know if those of you that might have a home obutsudan or maybe parts of an obutsudan, how many of you actually burn incense at home? And if you do, please share in the chat how it makes you feel when you're able to burn incense. And so many times when we burn incense, it's part of another ritual of gassho, placing our palms together and saying the nembutsu. And so we can think of it as a practice for us or a ritual for us. And so Jeff Wilson was talking about that in this particular chapter called Offering Incense. And it really is something that he's saying it's a very simple but very important act in this particular chapter. And so maybe some of you might have been assigned by your particular club or organization at the temple. And so if you could recall, in special services, we would have representatives coming up to represent your particular club or organization, and you would be called to offer incense and place your palms together and say the nembutsu. And so I believe even when I was a little kid, I would be so worried about being in front of everybody, being called up, and having to offer incense in front of everybody. Like, which foot goes first, and which hand do I put my onenju in? How big of a pinch am I going to take? I hope I don't knock off the incense from the table. So many different things. Do I say the nembutsu to myself, or do I say it out loud? How's my hair? How is my outfit? And so all of these things kind of come into play when we're thinking about being in front of other people. And so Jeff Wilson was talking about an incident or a service in which Reverend Maskodani was the guest speaker. And if you don't know, Reverend Maskodani had a very long career at the Senshin Buddhist Temple in Southern California. And so this particular service that Jeff Wilson went to, Reverend Kodani was the guest speaker. And Jeff Wilson said that, oh, Reverend Kodani, he delivered a really humorous message. And he did, in fact, talk about how people always check to make sure that their hair is in place and their clothes look right before they approach the altar. And how once they get up there, they put on a show of looking humble and proper. So he's mentioning all of this ego that we have when we're actually doing a Buddhist ritual. And so he was trying to remind the Sangha or the members of the temple that when offering incense, the right attitude is not, how do I look? Or I sure am humble doing this, but simply to offer incense and meet the Buddha without an extra thought. And so I think this is when we can really put aside our ego and our concern about what we look like or whether or not we're doing it correctly. But I think if we are offering incense, showing our gratitude to, of course, Shakyamuni Buddha, but of course, Amida Buddha, the Buddha of wisdom and compassion, then that's okay. We don't have to worry about what foot we're putting first, how many steps to take before the altar, and that kind of, those kinds of details. And so, after mentioning or maybe chastising the all of the members, Reverend Kodani did talk about really entrusting, and he reminded everybody of an incident that happened at his particular temple. And so I really wanted to share this part of Jeff Wilson's story. And so it was decades ago, he had mentioned. At a particular service, there was an older woman. She was getting up to offer incense. And over time, as we know, our body changes. And Jeff had said, oh, this older woman, she was kind of bent over and hunched over. And it took her a very, very, very long time to get up there to the incense burner to offer incense. He said it probably had taken her 5 minutes to get up there. But when she got up to the incense burner, she took a small pinch of incense and she bent her head. And her Nembutsu, the name of Namu Amida Butsu, the name of the Buddha, was so soft that nobody could hear her. But everybody was deeply, deeply moved. And Jeff had said that this was real. This was a true encounter of offering incense, saying the Nembutsu, and just encountering the reality of that particular moment. And as I mentioned, when we start the service, it's these particular moments in our lives when we can truly encounter the Buddha Dharma in our lives. And then he did mention that it probably took her just as long to get back to her seat. But nevertheless, everybody was deeply moved. And so it's this kind of approach, I think, to saying the Nembutsu, doing some of our rituals that we do, such as offering incense, to really encounter the Buddha just as we are. We don't have to worry about what our hair looks like, what our clothes look like, and just being able to offer these words of thankfulness as Namu Amida Butsu. And so Jeff concluded this particular chapter by saying, even if we are phony during the rest of the day, at the moment we are forced to confront who we are and how we are operating during the Nembutsu. If we are phony before the Buddha, we will be awakened to that fact. And if we are genuine before the Buddha, then our offering, bow, and the Nembutsu truly touches the heart of reality. So what does that mean? So I think when we can be truly authentic in our offering of the incense and our nembutsu, then we can really enjoy this present moment and be grateful for this present moment. And of course, maybe our ego penetrates our thoughts and our actions every day, right? We're human beings and it happens. But I think if we can let all of those other things fall by the wayside when we approach the Buddha and put our hands together, then hopefully we can be truly mindful of each breath that we take, everything that we have encountered during that particular day that sustains our body, our hearts, and our minds. And we can express this gratitude through this genuine saying of the name as Namu Amida Butsu. Okay, so you might even feel throughout the day. You don't have to wait for me to be able to say Namo Amida Butsu for you to follow me. You could always put your palms together, or you can just spontaneously say Namo Amida Butsu or Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu throughout the day to show your deep appreciation. Okay, so I think we might have a response in the chat. So we have the Black family said every day morning burning incense is a daily practice to thank for a new day. That's a beautiful, beautiful way to start your day. And so hopefully some of us can also be inspired by the Black family by burning incense every day so that we can really appreciate the day ahead. Despite maybe some of the different tasks and things that we might have, maybe some of the stress that we wake up with, that we can burn incense, put our palms together, and just be thankful for this great, beautiful day that we have ahead of us. Okay, so thank you, Black family, for your inspiration for our new ritual, hopefully during the day. Okay, so please join me in placing your palms together to say the Nembutsu with me. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Okay. So let me share my screen one more time so that we can have our last recitation together. Okay. So this is our pledge. Please join me in the reading of our pledge. This is written by the Gomonchu Koljun Otani, who is the head priest of our Jodo Shinshu School of Buddhism, which is located in Kyoto, Japan. Okay, please join me by placing your palms together in Gassho. Our pledge. Breaking out of my shell, I will share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. Not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance, I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I will share in the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest, like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate all. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. So I think just rereading this really illustrates the Black family's ritual of burning incense in the morning, especially this last line that we recited together, realizing the gift of life I have received. I shall strive to live each day to its fullest, like the Buddha, who tirelessly works to liberate all. So this is a wonderful gift for us to be able to wake up every morning and strive to live each day to its fullest. Okay, so thank you again, Black family, for your wonderful sharing. Announcements. Let me stop sharing here. And then who will be sharing our announcements today?
This is Tad Shibata. I have the announcements. The SBWA Donner Day service will be today at 11:30 a.m. Our guest speaker will be Terry Amori, our new BCA president. New members are always welcome. Please contact the office or Sachi Yonokida if you are interested in joining the SBWA. The church's spring home and hospital visit will be on April 9th. A variety of food items and small gifts will be delivered to temple members 90 plus years of age residing in care facilities or recovering from illness. We thank all the organizations and individuals who help make this outreach possible. Our Hanamatsuri service will be held on April 10th, beginning at 10 a.m. Our guest speaker is Reverend Kerry Kiyohara from the Mikawa Honganji Temple of Maui. Mark your calendar as the Dharma School students will be presenting a story in the style of Kamishibai. We will have a Zoom prize drawing at the completion of the program. We hope you will stay for a chance to win. Our PCA Social Welfare Committee, in conjunction with the Honganji Mission of Hawaii Committee on Social Concerns, is sponsoring a Zoom event titled Our Independent Lives, Food Waste and Sustainability. This will remind us of how food waste reduction, composting with worms, and growing compostable that Obon can help preserve our environment for the next generation. The free event is on Saturday, April 16th at 1 p.m. Come and learn how each of us can help save our environment. Go to the Google form, http://hompahi.link/food waste to register. Sangha Club is continuing collection of aluminum cans and recyclable plastic bottles. Donations may be left by the white bin under the carport. Please help keep recyclable bottles and cans out of our landfill while supporting one of our temple youth. The Buddhist Church of Stockton scholarship application packet is available from the church office. Please contact the office to obtain a copy via email. Applications are due by 4 p.m. on Friday, May 13th. Thank you for all the organizations and individuals who contribute to supporting our temple youth. Remember to donate service offerings by mailing it into the church office or donating through the church website. There's a Yaba meeting tomorrow at 5 p.m. Are there any other announcements? If not, we truly thank you for attending today to share the Dharma. Remember, friends can view our recorded services on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you. Of course, distance learning for Dharma School today. So Dharma School students, please stay on. And for those of you who are on this particular call, and if you would like to join the Donna Day service with the Stockton Buddhist Women's Association, please use the same link. We'll use the same link from this particular service for the next service at 11:30. Okay. And then is that correct? Is Yaba meeting tomorrow, Monday? Or is it today?
Yeah, I thought it was tonight at 7. I could be wrong.
Okay.
That's what I have down tonight at 7.
Okay. So maybe tonight at 7. Okay. Okay. So of course I want to thank everybody for your participation and attendance today. Thank you, Darlene, for your slideshow and all of your preparation for the Zoom. And thank you, Charlie, for helping with Zoom as well. Thank you, Tad. It's weird to call my dad Tad. Thank you, Dad, for your assistance with the flowers and with the announcements. And thank you for attending today again. So please take please take care and be safe. And then hopefully some of you will be joining again at 11:30. So we'll be signing on a little bit before that. So hopefully we'll see you again. But Dharma School students, please stay on for your distance learning. Okay.